Hi, this is your friend Francisco here from Fearless Journeys, and I'm continuing to be on my fearless journey. I want to thank you for listening and tuning in. Today, what I want to do is take you through the area of Guatemala City that is known as Zone 10. You know, Guatemala City is divided into all different zones, and Zone 1 right in the middle where the city started, several hundred years ago. But they created all these districts, and each district has its own sort of map and its own sort of feel as well. And I've been in Guatemala now just under 3 weeks. Hard to believe. I feel like I've really adapted here. I'm living in an apartment building in Zone 10, and so I've been in and around Zone 10 a lot more, and so I've observed a lot more. And so one of the things I want to say right up front is when you're traveling or anywhere, first of all, you get a new perspective of that place that you didn't have back home. But at the same time, you also have to remember you are a visitor and you don't have the total perspective of the city or of the country. So everything you're seeing is not really necessarily, what the locals see every day. But the longer you stay here, the longer you observe things, the more you can start learning about what things are going on. So one of the things I guess that just surprised me here in Zone 10, first of all, Zone 10 is one of the nicer areas of the city. It's probably one of the safer areas of the city. It's also probably one of the areas of the city that is a lot more commercialized. You see a lot of restaurants, local chains, but also national and international chains. Of course, a lot of American food chains like McDonald's and Starbucks. But a lot of that is actually on the other side of Zone 10 from where I'm at. Of course, on the other side of Zone 10, which is a lot more commercialized, a lot more of a business district, you see a lot of American hotel chains as well. I've seen everything from the Holiday Inn to the West Inn and many in between. And I've also seen a lot of other types of American food chains, not just the McDonald's and Starbucks, although, like I said, there are those, but you also see places like TGI Fridays, Applebee's, Chili's, even saw Hooters here. So it's actually quite interesting. Also, Zone 10 is where the U.S. Embassy is located. I walked by there the other day and thought I saw a little piece of home. I saw the American flag waving and that little plot of land that the United States has here in Zone 10. So waved hello to my American friends here in Guatemala City. But one part of Zone 10 is also the Universidad Francisco Marroquin, and that's where I've been working and teaching classes on entrepreneurship and innovation. And but I would also say, really Zone 10, especially the area I'm in, is very residential. And there's a lot of apartment buildings. I'm in a 16-story high-rise building. And as I walk around the area, there's a lot of new construction. That's been one of the most surprising things to me. Here we are 1 year into the pandemic, where Guatemala itself was pretty locked down from about March 2020 through about early January 2021. So part of me is thinking is maybe some of the stuff was sidelined and people are just now getting back to work and it's going. I don't really know the thing, but one thing I will say is there's a lot of new construction, a lot of high-rise buildings going up, and that's what I'm going to show you today in this video. Also, you'll see shopping malls that seem to be prospering and even in some ways growing, which you don't normally see everywhere. So this has really been a fun time to be in Guatemala and Guatemala City and to explore and learn and see a city and a country that's growing. But of course, with everything, there's still other sides of Guatemala City and of Guatemala that I hope to show you in future videos. For now, let's just go ahead and take a stroll around Zone 10 of Guatemala City. So there's so much new construction going on in Guatemala City. You can see this apartment building behind me that's going up. It's going to be a brand new apartment building here in Zone 10. And I'm just about a half a block right now from the Oakland Mall, which is the direction I'm walking in. But that building behind me is pretty much almost right across from the Universidad Francisco Marroquin, where I've been teaching some classes. So that would be a nice, real convenient place to stay if anyone was studying or working there in the future. And of course, here's the Oakland Mall right behind me, and This is right in the middle of busy Diagonal 6. You can see right behind me here, I'm actually on a walkway that goes over the road here. Very convenient for drivers and pedestrians. And once inside the Oakland Mall, you also just have a thriving shopping complex with stores from all over the world, just like anywhere else. And of course, they have a wonderful rooftop where lots of sun shines through, so you can get to enjoy the eternal Guatemala spring as you eat, drink, and dine in a wonderful atmosphere. And right down the street is Plaza Fontebello, which has outdoor and indoor high-end shopping and dining. So as great as this Fontebello Mall already is, it's continuing to grow, and in fact, where I'm standing now is underneath where there's a condo building attached to it, and you can see even here in filming this in March of 2021, 1 year after COVID-19 shut everything down, we still have stores that are being planned opening up in a mall. In the United States, there's a lot of malls that are shutting down in a lot of places, even before COVID-19, and here you got a mall being built up. Pretty great stuff here in Guatemala City. And of course, with all the new construction happening here in the malls and all around town, that means a lot more work is required, and that means a lot more jobs, and that means a more thriving Guatemala City. Just down the street from where I live, the Universidad Rafael Landivar is putting up an entire new building just for one of their graduate schools, and hundreds of workers come in and out of here every day. So while you have busy streets and of course lots of new big buildings going up, you also have nice little quiet streets like this one. Little stores and everything along the way, homes. I'm just passing a home with a lot of security right here. You can probably see the video cameras behind me up there. But nice little streets here in Zone 10 to walk through, shaded by a lot of little trees and everything like that. So pretty nice area to get a little morning walk if you'd like. So these are my initial impressions of living in Zone 10, observing it every day and seeing what appears to be a thriving part of Guatemala City.